Hi guys, so in this video, I'll show you how to clock in and clock out of a shift. So right when you log into the app, you'll be met with a dashboard, and to make things easier, the shift that's ongoing is already going to be at the top. So you can click clock in, and then a little alert will pop up letting you know that the clock in has been confirmed. So we will be able to see that on our end. And then once you go into the client profile, you'll be able to click off what tasks that you have done. So the ones towards the top that don't have a little bracket saying on request, those are on a care plan, so they are usually needed, and they're the ones that the clients usually required to be done each day. Obviously, sometimes things don't happen, so if you don't complete it, it's not a urgent matter depending on the client, but this is there just to inform you. And then the ones on request are towards the bottom, so not everybody's gonna need their phone answered each day. So it's usually gonna be on request by the client. So if you did do it, just click it off and click complete. And then here you can also save notes depending on what the task is and if you have any notes to add. But towards the top, you do want to be able to click these off whether or not they're done. So even if it was a long day and you weren't able to complete it, please do click not incomplete. So then that way we're understanding the reason of why wasn't it complete. Either the client denied it, they refused, or it just wasn't enough time to complete it. Usually there should be an ample amount of time, but at the same time, we understand life happens. So if you did not complete it, just leave a reason as to why you didn't complete it. So for this one, I clicked off dusting. Um, if you click non-complete, you always have to enter a reason. So for this one, I'll just put not complete because no duster available. I don't know if that's the case, but I just want to show you how to enter the notes, as well as show you how the steps work. But yeah, it will show as to whether or not the task is complete. And then once everything is complete and you do perform all the tasks, you can also do it in unison so that you don't have to click each one and go into it, just click whether it's complete or not. So you can click multiple and then click whether or not they're completed. If the client refuses, just click client refuse. So here, you can explain why the client refused, if you tried again, and X, Y, and Z. So for this instance, I'm just gonna put tried multiple times, client refused. Yep, so it will show up as a client refusing those tasks, and then the X one will be not complete for a day, and then the check will be what you did for that day. So then after this, you will have to go into the surveys part. So this is for you inserting any other observations that you may have left out in the care notes. So that may include, I don't know, like you forgetting to mention that the client also has a rash on their bum, so you can include that. If you have any additional comments, feel free to add them. If not, you can click no. And then here's where you enter your visit notes. So each visit, we do require you to enter a note. So you'll explain how the shift went, what the physical and mental state of the client is when you left them or during the shift. Let us know of any abnormalities, any unusual behavior, anything that you found as a red flag. So please note it in here so it's properly documented and we are able to see on our end, so that if we do need to go back and look back at the records to see if their unusual behavior was reoccurring or how long it's been occurring for, we can see on record and we can see in real time of, oh, this is when it started happening, X, Y, and Z. But yeah, for this case, I'm just gonna put test care note just for the purpose of time. You can also add pictures to your care notes, so that sometimes when clients may have like a minor scrape or type of a rash, if they allow you to, you can photograph it and then upload it onto the care notes so it's documented there as well. And then after you complete visit notes, do the injury notes. So obviously, if there is no injury, then you click make as injury-free shift. If there is an injury, then you submit what happened. In those cases, we'd like to believe that you'd give us a call to let us know the situation. But yeah, we would also like for you to document the injury as well. But since this is just a test run, we're gonna make it as easy possible. So in an ideal situation, it would usually be an injury-free shift. So we click the top one. And then after that, we are able to clock out. So once all the little circles up here are blue or the injury is in gray, then we're able to start clocking out. So for clock out, you'll need to sign your signature. and then you'll have to do a little voice recording. For the voice recording, I know that a lot of clients may not actually be verbal, and sometimes they may be a bit of a they may be fussy, so they don't want to do a recording. So in this case, I would definitely say try your best to get a recording. If not, just do your own recording. So just say, hey, it is Wednesday, February 7th. It's 3:14. I am clocking out. So then, yeah, it just saves very quickly. And then after that, you will be clocked out after that little alert shows up. So not too difficult. I know that sometimes depending on the timing of the clock out, it may have an error message. So if you ever receive that, please let me know. Additionally, for clocking out, you still need to be on site in order to clock out. If you do leave the house or the facility, then it may not let you clock out. So in that case, let me know. I know sometimes people call their Ubers and then the Uber arrives before they're able to clock out, and then they leave and then they try to clock out and they can't. So in that instance, just feel free to reach out to our office staff and we can definitely help you with that. Same with clocking in. You have to be on site in order to clock in. So if you are not within a certain number of feet of the home or the facility, then it will not allow you to clock in. And in terms of the grace period for clocking in and clocking out, I believe it is 20 minutes past the shift starting, as well as 20 minutes after the shift ending. In terms of before this, like the grace period and start time, I believe that it is you are able to start clocking in approximately 5 to 10 minutes before your shift starts. And then for clocking out, you're only able to start clocking out within 5 minutes of the shift ending. So just be mindful of that. If you do miss the clock in or clock out time, always let us know so that we're able to timestamp it. But aside from that, if you do have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to us.